Welcome to the Instructor's Compass, and our topic for this moment is Linguistics, a study beyond language. Well, let us have a few minutes of learning with mentor Noy. It has been a great learning experience to be in the course Introduction to Linguistics, wherein we have studied the science of language. Of course, linguistics as a scientific discipline is very important to language educators because of the fact that it solidifies language as a formal science and one that has foundational importance in the area of language teaching. As we have experienced in the whole of this course, we examined language in form, in usage, and in practical applications. We determined the logical reasons why we implement such parts and functions of language not only in form but also in its meaning. Linguistics is concerned with both the cognitive and the social aspects of language. It is considered a scientific field as well as an academic discipline. It has been classified as a social science, a natural science, a cognitive science, or part of humanities. That makes linguistics as an educational discipline a multidisciplinary approach and not merely an item exclusive to language. Let us always remember that while language is primarily oral and written, and it requires grammar and rules of linguistics, it should also be known that language is the main tool of community-based communication. There will always be communication even how crude, how wrong, how distorted, or how crooked language may be. The only reason why we apply the science of linguistics is that language that we use, okay, because we want to refine and make language more presentable and logical so that communication will be clearer and more accurate in terms of the purpose and focus of what we are trying to convey. Now that we have distinguished linguistics from the general concept of language, let us always remember that as language teachers, we need to emphasize that correct form and meaning will always derive correct interpretation and answer. There are instances that the form of the word does not right away derive the correct meaning. That is why we need to have deeper scrutiny of the word in its state of form and its occurrence to squeeze out meaning so that our response, our understanding, and our linear communication will be smooth and of the same page. Lastly, the main aim of offering linguistic subjects is never to separate the expert language users and the struggling language utilizers. That is not the main aim of this course. Furthermore, this kind of attitude will not only negate the purpose of offering this subject, but it will also render language as a lesser communicative agent in society. Yes, linguistics as a subject is offered so that there will be accuracy of points and precision of ideas transferred from one communicator to another. Let us not forget that without the science of linguistics, language can always be functional. But to the degree of accuracy, transmission of message, there goes the probability of misunderstanding, misconception, and irrational reaction to the communicative accuracy itself. Now that we have already pointed out the real meaning and purpose of language in this course, we have already identified the language preferences in speech and writing. We have already stratified the prescribed and the described language utilization. We have reimposed the importance and correctness of the parts of grammar, and we have reviewed the importance of arbitrariness in language. It is a sincere conclusion that starting this day onwards, as language teachers, we are already a step higher in terms of being accurate and understood in the way we teach or communicate language. This is the heart of the course, Introduction to Linguistics. May you have found clarity in the explanation why is it important to really possess and attain knowledge in the science of language, which is linguistics, before we teach language itself. Well, again, why? Because communication through language is never enough. What should happen is there should be accuracy, precision, and right interpretation when we use language as the primary tool in communal communication. God bless everyone, and see you again in the other lectures pertaining to language. This is Mentor Noy Gonzaga, and this is Academia Gonzaga Learning Systems featuring the instructor's compass entitled Linguistics, a Study Beyond Language.